As we continue to get ready for the CMN Telethon this weekend on WITN to benefit Maynard Children's Hospital, we're shining the spotlight on just some of the miracles that are happening there every day. Dave Jordan introduces us to Insley Santifort of Duplin County, who has overcome so much in her young life.
Insley Santifort is one active little girl. No signs of the medical journey she and her parents have endured from the moment she was born.
There was a complication with my placenta, and Insley ultimately bled out,
leaving her with a brain injury and liver and kidney damage, to which her kidneys just couldn't recover. She had to go on dialysis at just 7 days old.
As a dad, you know, your first, obviously your first obligation is to protect your child, but in that moment, you kind of feel helpless.
Just months before her third birthday, she had a kidney transplant. It didn't take, though, due to a blood clot. The kidney recovered enough to remain off dialysis, but another transplant was needed. One of the potential donors who came forward, Jenny Godwin. At one time, she worked in the transplant operating room for ECU Health and was actually a good friend of Kayla's, working with her at UNC Health Wayne.
I just had this feeling that I can't even describe it, telling me to go get tested.
It turns out that Jenny was a match. And in February of 2024, a few months after Insley turned 3, she was undergoing her second transplant, and it was a success.
to know that in that moment she has a working kidney that's going to change her life. There's just no words for that.
For Jenny, the life-saving decision to be a donor was simple.
I couldn't imagine being in Kayla and Tyler's shoes, and I couldn't imagine that being my child needing that, and I would want someone to do the same.
And they all say none of it would have been possible without Maynard Children's Hospital.
There were several times that, Insley should have died, but not one time did they ever give up on her. And that stays with you.
And now there's no stopping Insley, a child whose dad says is a blessing beyond measure.
Miracle, one of God's miracles. All thanks to the people at the Maynard's Children's Hospital. They were absolutely amazing.
And that was Dave Jordan reporting.